What do business owners find most surprising in the sale process?
I think business owners find that you show up with a few years' financial statements and a website, and let's go talk to the buyers. I would say there's a minimum. If you are tickety-boo, you have organized your affairs and your records perfectly, it's probably 2 months of preparation. Most people haven't. I've worked with companies where it's been over 6 months to get information together. I've made a little list of the categories. The corporate history, the operations of the business, the products and services and the details thereof, your sales and marketing, how that works, list of your equipment and machinery, your real estate, employee information, the org chart, management bios, the ownership structure, then all the financial information, the historical financials and analysis of the historicals, the projections. I mean, this doesn't happen overnight, and people show up and go, well, let's go sell the business. And you go, well, cool, you're jets. And then when we ask people questions about their business, I find it surprising that they go, a lot of time their answers are, well, we don't look at it that way. And I go, well, that's interesting that you don't look at it that way, but the rest of the world does. And so we're going to be asked questions that if we don't do the preparation for in advance, you're going to look pretty silly and unprepared. And so I'm always surprised how people who run businesses who make a great deal of money don't, they don't have the discipline of an external viewpoint and the way that buyers, frankly, are going to look at the business. So that's something that the different way of looking at their business catches people by surprise. I once wrote a magazine article that I liked the title of. It was called "The Devilish Details of Due Diligence." And the devil is in the details. And due diligence is, people want to know every last contract. They want to see documentation. They want to see legal documentation. They want to see financial documentation. They want to see tax records, on and on and on. It's a great deal of work and a lot of preparation, and people don't really realize that it's as much work as it is. The post-LOI grind, I call it. You get a letter of intent and it sounds like you have a great deal. Then the buyers usually have a couple of months of exclusivity to do due diligence on your business. So they do their due diligence and they come back and they go, well, we found this and we found that. And so, we want to change this term and this condition and this payment issue, and the price has gone down. And some people are pretty good. They realize they're buying a company and it's going to have a little hair on it, and it's never going to be perfect, but it's theirs to run. And a lot of people kind of just suck it up and go, you know what, we kind of made a deal and we'll go ahead. There's people who will grind you and grind you and grind you, and so you have to be prepared that there may be some grinding. And then the sheer time delays of selling a business. People go on vacations. People, both the vendors and the buyers, run a business for a living. They have a lot, their primary focus in life is running that business. It's not doing an acquisition or selling the business. So, there's weeks and weeks sometimes. You hurry, work, and then you sit around and wait for a week or two. And then the lawyer goes on vacation. And, so there's time delays. And I wish there weren't. I'd rather they be tickety-boo. But you just need to be patient like that. And then the one thing that David mentioned that we hadn't compared notes beforehand, but it's pretty hard to sell a business if you don't include your CFO or your controller. I mean, we ask you for a lot of information. A lot of people who run businesses, it's surprising how much they don't know about the business they run. And we need a lot of financial information, and we need it in different forms. And it's pretty hard to sell your business if you don't have your financial person, at least that one person, in the know. So I'd say those are the things that people get most surprised about the sale process.